Picture this, a sunny suburban morning shattered by the screech of brakes as a USPS truck grinds to a halt, blocked not by a fallen tree or a rogue deer, but by a plump, clipboard-wielding HOA president named Brenda Kowalski, her face flushed with the kind of righteous fury only petty tyrants can muster. She's standing there like a human barricade, screaming about unauthorized vehicular access on community-maintained roads, while the poor mail carrier sweats bullets in his cab. And me? I'm Alex Rivera, the quiet IT guy next door who's been smeared as the neighborhood's troublemaker for daring to paint my fence a shade too blue last year. Rumors flying that I'm some antisocial slob. All courtesy of Brenda's whisper campaign. I stepped out, coffee in hand, playing it cool. Brenda, that's federal mail. You gonna arrest the post office next? She spun on me, her pearls clacking like warning shots. This is about standards. Alex, we've got rules to protect property values, unlike some people who think they're above them. The mailman poked his head out. Ma'am, I just need to deliver these packages, Brenda huffed, not without board approval. It's principle. I bit my tongue, watching her preen like she owned the street. Inside, I was cataloging every word, every gesture, her fake politeness cracking under the absurdity. The mailman radioed his boss, and soon enough, a sleek SUV rolled up. Out stepped Postal Inspector Reyes, badge gleaming, eyeing Brenda like she'd just declared war on apple pie. Things escalated fast. You're obstructing federal operations. Ma'am, Reyes said flatly. Brenda doubled down, arms akimbo. This is private property. I'll escalate this to my contacts. We maintain order here. I stifled a laugh. Her contacts were probably the local bingo hall. Neighbors started peeking from windows, whispering. My buddy next door, Mike, sidled over later that day, looking spooked. Heard there's an emergency HOA meeting tonight. Brenda's rallying her troops. I nodded, pulling up old emails on my phone, finds I'd fought quietly, rumors she'd spread about my non-compliant lifestyle. She's scared, I said. Let's see what shakes loose. At the meeting, Brenda's vice president, a weaselly guy named Ted, droned on about leadership continuity while she sat fuming, post-arrest bail barely drying. Nancy, I mean Brenda, has served tirelessly for community harmony, he intoned. Harmony? More like harassment. Mike stood, box in hand. Before we crown Ted, let's chat about these records Brenda wanted shredded. Duplicate receipts? Sure. If duplicate means embezzled funds. The room buzzed. Brenda's face went beet red. That's confidential. You're violating protocol. I leaned in from my seat. Protocol like blocking mail trucks? Or like the whispers about my shady business when I refused your green space grab? Ted stammered. But then Inspector Reyes walked in with an IRS agent. Badges out. We've got tips on financial funny business, Reyes announced. Subpoena in hand. Brenda sputtered. This is a witch hunt. I'm upholding standards. The agent flipped open a ledger. Standards like shell companies siphoning dues? Or pressuring folks like Alex here with bogus fines to force sales? Murmurs turned to shouts. My landscaping fee doubled. For what? One neighbor yelled. Those security upgrades that never happened, another chimed. Brenda's mask slipped. Her moral high ground excuses sounded like a bad comedy sketch, each denial more ridiculous than the last. Chaos erupted as agents carted off boxes. Brenda tried one last bluff. You'll regret challenging authority. But cuffs clicked on her wrists again, this time for fraud. Extortion. The works. Turns out, her order was a racket. Fake vendors. Hidden liens. Even cash shakedowns taped under park benches. The neighborhood exhaled as her moving van vanished, her empire crumbling under audits and arrests. We elected a new board, transparent. No clipboards, and for once, the streets felt free. Kids biked without fear of violations, and mail flowed like it should. But here's the kicker. Was Brenda the real villain? Or just the face of a system that lets mini dictators thrive? Right or wrong, you decide.